So wait, did he say that you were going to review them or have to review them?
I don't know. He left before I could ask him anything.
That's crazy.
No, I'm crazy.
Why, because you found out that you've basically been talking to yourself this whole time? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out sooner.
I'm surprised you knew.
Of course I knew. Everybody but you knew.
Well, if I'm more like him than the rest of you, then how was it that I wasn't aware of any of this before?
Simple. You're the main character and are therefore burdened with all the traits that go with it.
Like?
Weakness, limited resources, and an overall ignorance to the plot. Makes sense. Well, that's if he's doing what I think he's doing.
And what's that?
Oh. Okay, it's done compiling a list of all your possible enemies, given your past dealings and encounters.
You spent all this time inputting all the information, and all it came up with is martial horror.
Alright, but let's face it, you're really not the kind of person that pisses a lot of people off.
No, but there are plenty of people that piss me off. Did you think of that?
Look, I'm pretty sure that isn't something to consider when you're making enemies.
You know, just forget it. I got another review to do.
Look, I could try it again. It's gonna go crazy by the time this is over.
I know.
But that's why your part in this is so important. You have to ensure that he sticks to his end of the bargain. After all, it's not like you have as much staying power as he does. Hey everyone, Spazz here. Okay, show of hands, how many of you have seen Pulp Fiction? Now, for those of you who just raised your hand, please smack yourself. And for those of you who just smacked yourself, congratulations! You're an idiot! But I love you. Anyway, the reason I bring up Pulp Fiction is because there's a very brief but interesting bit in there about television shows, the process they go through to become a full-fledged series, and the concept of pilots. All of which is totally relevant information for today's review, because ever since the Nostalgia Critics Nickelodeon month, I have been dying to spread the word about this rare gem. And what a rare gem it is indeed, because this Nick show never even made it past the pilot stage. So, without further ado, it is my honor and distinct pleasure to introduce to you Skwid Zone. Okay, I'm sure you guys are just all bursting with questions right now, so let me field a few before moving on. First, no, I did not find out about this on some forum somewhere and download a torrent for it. I have an honest-to-God copy on VHS. And the question of how is because my father was the transportation captain on it and was given this after the production was done. There. Moving on. So Skwid Zone, spelled S-K-W-I-D, because poor literacy is about a boy named Jeff who is tormented by the troll Braggle, voiced by Hellboy himself, Ron Perlman.
You know the troll rules. Full moon night, trolls delight. Give us a gift and we're out of sight.
After stealing Jeff's favorite toy, the episode pulls an ocarina of time where Jeff is now a teenager living in a new house, in a new neighborhood, and about to start his first day at his new school.
It's my new friend Brackle.
And finds out his sister has befriended the same exact troll. Stalker?
Upon learning this, Jeff recruits the school misfits,
Or to give relevance to the title, Squids,
to aid him in his mission to rid himself and his sister of the grotesque Little Menace once and for all. And after engaging in outlandish situations involving porcupines and Michael Clark Duncan in his sauna, don't ask, and the obligatory moment of doubt,
You haven't seen the last of me, Jeff!
they do.
So wait, the show is basically about a small group of kids doing battle with monsters? Why does that concept sound so familiar? Oh yeah!
Yep, this is, without a doubt, a nearly blatant copy. The only difference is the troupe is more like Men in Black with kids, while Skwid Zone feels more like a spiritual successor to Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Well then why didn't they pick this up? Are You Afraid of the Dark was one of their biggest hits at the time. I mean, what was so wrong with this that it took 13 years for even the concept to latch on?
I definitely feel a lingering presence. It's very distinct, sort of a cold, evil chill.
Not afraid of you anymore, Braggle? We like Godzilla.
Oh my god. These kids are terrible. Seriously. Put yourself in the shoes of the Nick exec at the time. Now, try to imagine a full 22 episode season with this cast. Screw that. But I will give them the benefit of the doubt. After all, actors are only as good as their director. But then again, directors are only good as the script that they're given. And sometimes it's not even the writer's fault. It all falls on the producer. Who the hell is responsible for this? Oh, well. That makes perfect sense. Probably not to you. Okay. Time to take some notes, guys.
Well, the Chiodo brothers are a fairly well-known name in the business, not only for their work as producers, but as special effects wizards.
Which explains a lot, but let me finish.
They're best known for creating the critters in, Critters, and you may have seen their work in movies such as Ernest Scared Stupid and Team America. Hell, one of them, Steven, was the animator on Tim Burton's incredible stop-motion short, Vincent. So naturally, they incorporated a bit of their special effects know-how into this project in the form of Braggle, and it is just as good as everything else they've done, even as minimal as it may have been.
But as I've been saying this whole time, this never got the ever-so-important green light that pilots need to become a series. But if it did, not only would they have ironed out the kinks in the acting, writing, and directing, or even give us the chance to see what other creatures they were going to introduce in the series, but it would have easily been one of my favorite shows on Nickelodeon, because I was really hardcore into Goosebumps at the time, and this would have complemented it perfectly. That, and I could brag to all two of my friends in school that my brother was on the show. Oh yeah. But sadly, like the REM Nirvana World Tour or a fourth Spider-Man movie directed by Sam Raimi, this has fallen into the category of the could-have-beens. And as for my rating, I can't in all good consciousness give it one, if only because it was never released to the public. But do I recommend it? Hell yeah! If it is in any way possible for you to get your hands on this, then do so. Or better yet, contact Nickelodeon and tell them you want to see this. Because if Paranormal Activity can sell out in theaters nationwide because of popular demand, there is no reason you shouldn't be able to see this. So, until next time, I'm Spazz Master. Later.
Hey, look at the things on screen. Shiny buttons. You want to click them? Come on, I know you want to click them. Come on, click them. Click them. Click them. Please. Please click them. Okay, bye.